I'll wait a couple of minutes. This is just a random live from the hotel. Just give it a couple of minutes for people to be notified. I'm sitting there having a Tanqueray and tonic, gin and tonic. How about that? I'm just about to get the comments up. Hold on, guys. I've got to be careful because I'm balancing this on a couple of bottles of water. Got all the equipment, you know. How are we all? How are we all? Hi, Joanne. How are you? Got 5 people in. Look at that. Let's have a little look, see how many. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Yeah, a few people are popping in now. Chap 66, Frank 67, Malcolm's in. Malcolm, well, I'm in your town, mate. I'm in Benidorm. So, yeah, let us know if you're about in the next couple of days. I'm here for a couple of days. Evening, everyone. Kid Mambo, that's a blast from the past, mate. I hope everyone can hear me all right. I've just this second got back in. I'm absolutely dripping. From go-karting with Paul and Aaron and Archie. And yeah, we just got in, done a little live earlier with Archie going around on his little test run. And for those of you that weren't in just now, evening Don, evening everyone. Malcolm, how can I get you to... I need to tell you how we can meet up. I'm trying to think. I'll tell you what, we're going for breakfast tomorrow in the Helios, is it Helios Hotel? I'm meeting a friend there. Actually, yeah, I'm going to, yeah, let's do that. I'll message you, mate, and we'll arrange a place and time to meet up. Yeah, just how is everyone? We've got 45 people in the room, which is nice. Give us a few upvotes if you don't mind. Looking tanned, yeah, I'll tell you what, it's been very hot. We've spent a bit of time outside today. What watch am I wearing? I have got a Tudor GMT, and I'm a little bit concerned that I might have the date wheel issue, but I'm going to test that over the next couple of days. I've had that for, let me work that out. I've had that for 6 years now, this watch, so it's out of warranty. Fat git, quite literally. Actually, so I've come away. And I'll get back to your chats in a minute. I've come away and I only bought polo shirts with me. So I had to go out today and just buy a little T-shirt, a cheap one from down, you know, where you buy all the... I've loved Benidorm and I'm with whatever, you know, those sort of T-shirts. They're much worse as well, but I won't go into them ones. 41 mil Black Bay. Well, this is a Black Bay, isn't it? It's a Black Bay GMT. And that's 41 mil as well, mate. You know what? When you come into Benidorm, you don't want to wear... flash watch, but it's a nice watch to wear, to be fair. Yeah, and I had to go and buy a shirt today. Sorry, I just dropped my room key. I don't know where that's gone. There it is. I had to buy a shirt, a little T-shirt. So I went and got this one. It looks like, I don't know if you can see that. It looks like a Tommy Hilfiger, and then it looks on the side like it's a Moncler. So I would call it a Tom Claire or a Mon Hilfiger. Hey Danny, hey everyone. Nice surprise to see you doing a live. Needed cheering up tonight. Well, I hope I can cheer you up tonight. I'm not going to be on for ages and ages. We've just got in from go-karting and we're just going to cool down a little bit in the room because we've got the air conditioning on. It is absolutely boiling outside. And when you've been in a go-kart going pretty full on, it sort of takes you out. It takes it out of you quite a bit. And I'm absolutely boiling. Absolutely boiling. I've got a few comments I need to have a look at, but I'm trying. If I knock the camera, guys, don't stress. I will bring it back. But good evening, everyone. Do you know what? I'm really struggling here. It's a shirt, mate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, T-shirt, isn't it? Frank Bruno will look well at the boxing style. I didn't see that. Lee. I might have a little look. Is that on... do you know what? I've actually got my son's phone here, so I can actually look at some of the comments on there, but it won't be live. So I'm not going to look at the camera for a sec, guys. I'm just going to look at your comments. So, yeah, Frank Bruno, good evening. It's a shirt. I'm sorry, Trey. Hey, Danny. Hi, everyone. Nice surprise to see you doing a live cheering up tonight. Pretty broken due to having my beautiful, loyal boy of 13 put to sleep. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. That's horrible when you have part of the family, aren't they, the dogs? Yeah, really sorry to hear that, mate. Danny, what happened with the stream last night with Paul? It kept freezing. Yeah, so we was down the seafront. We went out for a bite to eat last night with Paul, and we was down the seafront, and the reception was absolutely horrific. I don't know how good the reception is going to be now, actually. Just read out a couple more. What you're wearing. I've covered that one, mate. Just checking that the audio's good. Yeah. Sorry, Trey. Yeah, as I say, it's... Get your bins on. Yeah, I'll tell you what, everyone, because I'm frowning, and I have got to... I wonder if I've got them in here. No, I think I've got them in my other bag, but yeah. I do need to put them on at some stage. So yeah, it's a bit of a random one at the moment. So I've been in Benidorm for a few days, and yeah, it's been fairly full on, to be fair. Hi Claire, how are you? No mention of Robbie Williams tonight, please. Evening, Des. How are you, mate? Well, I must be quite close to you as well, Des. If you want to message me, mate, we're in Benidorm. I don't know whether you... Yeah, you'll be back, won't you? You'll be in Spain now. Enjoying a gin and tonic at home. I don't know whether we're going to go out. Me and Archie are contemplating whether to go out and have a beer to a little local bar or something. But it's a little bit lively, isn't it, on a Friday night? I don't know whether I prefer to just sit on the terrace and have a couple of drinks. I'm going to do a live before we leave Benidorm. I'm going to have a cigar. Now, I never smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes ever. I never, ever, ever have, ever. But I have a cigar once every 2 years. Maybe something like that, 18 months, 2 years. And I haven't had a cigar now. I mean, I haven't had a cigar now for about 2 years now. I'm going to read the comments off of Archie's phone because it's a lot easier to do than my phone. Billy English, hi Danny matey. Any upgrades on the second wife? Well, it would be the third, actually, to be fair. I've been married twice. I don't know whether marriage is for me, to be fair. No, there's nothing going on at the moment. Any upgrade? Oh, I thought you meant as a thing. Yeah, no upgrades. Not in Benidorm, mate. What do they say? You don't have a burger when you got fillet steak. All right, Danny, is Danny going to party? Don't know. What do you reckon? I just thought I'd dive on here now. We're an hour in front of you. Oh yeah, I'll tell him that. Is Danny going to party? I bet it's lively in Benidorm. Absolutely crazy at the moment. Very, very busy. McLaren. Billy English says McLaren. Yeah, McLaren have taken over the Formula One this year. Quite good for me, to be fair. I'm really pleased about that. Hi, Archie. You have got a cool dad. He's giving me the thumbs up. He don't want to get in the camera. He's a bit camera shy. Hi, Archie. But Robbie Williams on his... Oh, don't start all that, Claire. Jack, hello, mate. Good evening. Hey, Danny. Rah, rah. Malcolm thought, be careful of the muggers, Danny. Yeah, look, like I say, no one wants to lose a watch. And I'm going to be honest with you. They want to come and hug-mug me. They can hug-mug my right hand as well. I'll get nicked. Actually, we was just coming back from the karting. I'm really glad I didn't have a drink because they were doing stop checks in the near the hotel that we're staying in. Last night's video was a private video. Are you talking on Paul's channel? Yeah, it had to be made private because it kept buffering and we had no signal whatsoever down the seafront. I don't know why, because he's done quite a few lives down there. No, it's actually my right, believe it or not. I'm wearing my watch on my left. I don't know whether it probably looks different on the because I'm on the reverse camera so I can see the screen. But no, that's my right hand. 4 and 5 degrees bounce. There you go. We've got our first super chat of the evening. Cheers from Chicago. Thank you very much. Thurston Howe II. Thank you very much, mate. I'm trying to put it up again. I am actually useless at super chats. I really am. But thank you very much for that. I'll get a beer on that in a minute. We might go out and just have a little local beer just down the road. Archie's now huffing and puffing. I think he's ready for bed. I'll tell you what, he's the oldest 21-year-old I've ever seen. Any forest fires over there? Not that I'm aware of, but when you drive down the motorway, there's got all signage up saying do not throw cigarettes or matches out of the window because of severe fire hazard. So as far as I know, there's no forest fires as far as I can tell, but I don't really watch the news, I'm going to be honest with you. The Sun has reported there was a mini tsunami in Spain. That's the Sun, isn't it? I'll take no notice of that. Any snakes? I've not seen any more, but there was a great white in Malaga the other day. Well, it weren't a great white, but it was the size of a great white. It was absolutely enormous. You can probably YouTube it, I would think. It was a massive shark. I don't know what one it was. It was a harmless one, I think, but great to see Archie is enjoying his birthday break. Do you know what? He's cost me a blooming fortune, this kid. I tell you, absolute bloody fortune. Yeah, so there was a big shark in Malaga when I was up there the other day. So, yeah, I've got a video coming out tomorrow, actually, while we're on the subject of our little trip to Malaga. It's a fairly long video, but it's actually all right. There's a little bit, I think maybe in the middle, there was a bit about a castle. Don't know whether that might hold everyone's attention, but, you know, if that's a little bit boring, just scroll just slightly past it. But yeah, it's worth a little watch. It's I think it's being made live. It's already done and uploaded and everything. I think it's being made live about 9 o'clock in the morning UK time. So if you're bored, got 100 people in the room, only 52 uplikes. Come on, boys and girls, give us a quick upvote if you don't mind. Thumbs up. I'm really enjoying that Tanqueray. It's a gin and tonic in a tin. I don't know how strong it is. Oh, it's only 6.5%. Yes, on the way back from karting just now, they were doing stop checks on everyone. Claire Bear, thank you very much, Claire. Another super chat for the evening. Let me just look. And again, I'm sorry, I can't put it on the screen. I will learn how to do that, guys. Happy birthday, Archie. Oasis in Cardiff, Sir Robbie. What is that? Archie's just holding a towel on his head. He's trying to put me off, I think. Thanks, Claire. I appreciate that, mate. We're going to go out and buy a couple of drinks in a minute. Cheers. Let's have a little look. I'm off to the car show at Tattenham Park tomorrow. Cannot wait. That sounds great. Have you gone near a swan and patted it? Did it a few years ago? No, I haven't, funny enough. I've got no real intention of going near a swan and patting it either. The swans started flying at me. I do see them. They can be a bit vicious, can't they, the swans? Stars and Stripes, love American cars. There was a shark attack off Cornwall recently. Wow, I didn't know that. Evening, everyone. Pink gin. No, it's not pink. It's just Tanqueray. Well, no, just gin and tonic. I don't know if you can read that, because for me, that's back to front. I don't know if you can read that. Can you give me an upvote, guys? There's 114 people watching, so not everyone's giving me the thumbs up. Come on, let's get me up to 100. That'd be really good. 69. Come on. You can do better than that. Stay on land, everyone. Yeah, I'll tell you what. There's a lot to be said for that. Patting a swan, blimey or brave. Oh, you're brave, sorry. I will put my glasses on as well soon. So we're contemplating whether to go out for a couple of drinks or not. So I don't know. See, we've got a little fridge in our little place here, and we bought some beers in the supermarket today because it's just nice to sit on the terrace sometimes, don't it? You pressed the like button twice. Well, I think that unlikes it, so make sure you've liked it if you don't mind. Glenn, have done, mate. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Cheers, matey. Sheila, 21 years sober today. Wow, that's going some. Well done, mate. That's really good. That's really good. Day off tomorrow, but that's handy. You can watch my video. It's going live at 9 o'clock. Set your alarms. Nora, Danny, why wouldn't you pour a gin and tonic from scratch? Because I'm in a hotel room and they haven't got a mini bar here. So, do you know what I mean? Tried Tanqueray 10 yet. Yes, I have. I like Tanqueray. I'm a big gin fan. If I'm going to have a drink, if I have spirits or anything, I don't have vodka. I don't have pretty much anything. The only two sort of, well, I like Baileys with ice. I really do like that. And especially when sometimes you mix that with a coffee, that's lovely. But gin and tonic is the only sort of spirit I would drink. I don't do shots and things like that. I'm not really a big drinker. But we've got a couple of beers in the fridge. I think we bought some Mal today, which is a big Spanish beer here, which is really quite nice. Not very gassy, which is nice. How fast were those carts today? I'll tell you what, the 420. Mind you, I went in my one, and I'm not making excuses, but my cart was pretty flat. Archie done all right, to be fair. It's a London drink. Yes, Gordon's is, yeah. Love your watch, Danny. Thank you very much. It's the GMT Tudor. A lot of people say the Tudor GMT is a poor man's Rolex. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of things I like about the GMT, Tudors, over Rolex. Rolex just mainly do like their GMTs and their Submariners and stuff for 40 mil. These are slightly bigger, and the bronze version is 43 mil, and that really fits good for me. 43 mil. I've got a few Tudors in my collection. Like I say, when you're in Benidorm, I had a good friend of mine that come here a couple of years ago now. I come up and see, they were here for the weekend, and I just popped up and see him because it was only down the road for me, or well, I say down the road, about an hour and a half. And I popped up and see him, and he had a Rolex James Cameron, which is the deep sea, a big old watch, but a really, really lovely watch. And he was out in a bar called Chaplin's Bar, and I just checked. He had a picture done when I come and see him. I checked. He had a picture done in Chaplin's Bar with the watch on. Then he left, and there was a couple of girls started hanging off of him, which is obviously when the watch got took. And then he went to a kebab shop. So the following day, I went into the kebab shop. Hi, AJ Audits. Hi, Sharon. Went into the kebab shop, and I asked him to look at the CCTV, and he didn't have the watch on. So it was those girls that took it off him. So when I'm in Benidorm or anywhere now, really, to be fair, don't get me wrong, and I'm not dissing the Tudor. They are a fantastic watch. They're made by Rolex, basically, in the Rolex factory. They just use slightly different parts. But when you look at the price of that compared to a Pepsi, you know, to buy a second-hand Pepsi now is 15 grand. To buy these second-hands is about 2.5 grand. So, you know, they keep really good time. They're a 70-hour power reserve, got date, got a GMT function, really nice. What's not to like? A lot of people call them the cheap man's Rolex or the poor man's Rolex, but I've got Rolexes, and I genuinely do like my GMT and my Tudor. And I've got a few Tudors. Like I say, it's a real thing for me. It's my passion. Cars and Tudors and watches. So yes, I'm missing a few of these super chats here. Let's go back a little bit. Love your watch. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lady Cat. Hi from Newham. Monkey 47 is good as well. It's my favourite gin, actually, Monkey 47. It's very, very nice. You have to mix it with a decent tonic, though, as it, you know, you lose that a little bit. How much is the beer there? Went to London last weekend, and it was £8 a pint. Well, I was paying a couple of years ago £9.55 a pint in central London. Not even central London, Canary Wharf. The beer cans here are, well, I mean, you can buy them. The ones I generally buy are in the supermarket. They're about 25 pence each, which is for a 330ml can. The ones we bought today were Mal. Big ones were about 80 cents, I think, and the smaller ones were about 60 cents. And that was in a dear supermarket. You can get them a lot cheaper than that, but it was just local. I'm going to miss a couple of these. Sorry, guys. Bailey's chocolate liqueurs. Yeah, I've tried a couple of the different Bailey's ones. Tudor is a clever man's Rolex. Well, I believe so, yeah. But they don't generally go up in value. Generally, if you buy them new. I mean, I bought that in 2019. I think I paid about 2,600 for it, and it's probably still worth that now. Might be worth a little bit less than that, 2,300. Whereas if I'd bought a Pepsi direct from the AD, you'd be paying, well, back in 2019, you would have been paying about 8 grand for it, and that would probably be worth a 2019 Pepsi now is probably worth 14.5, 15 grand. So yeah, clever man's Rolex, but yeah, I suppose so. Hi Danny, I hope you and Sophie and Carter are well, mate, and my daughter are getting there. Me and my daughter are getting there. Cheers, mate. Good on you, Craig. Would like to see you and Paul take the Vindaloo challenge. Do you know what? Paul don't mind a spicy pizza. He had a spicy pizza last night. It was quite good. Can't stand spirits. They send me crazy. Yeah, they do. I mean, especially Scotch and whiskey and things. They can send you a little bit crazy, can't they? Well, some people. I don't really drink any of that, as I say. I'm gin and tonic and 2 or 3, and that's my limit, really. Danny did take a look at the 1962 Chevrolet. No, I didn't, mate. I've just been non-stop. I really have. I've been a bit quiet on YouTube as well, to be fair. Got 152 people watching at the moment. It's, as I say, it's one of them things. Someone mentioned Ray Hill just now in a comment. Both myself and Paul have spoken to Ray today, and that's all been put to bed now, to be fair. And yeah, it's sort of he hasn't stopped apologising, and it's done. Let's all just put it to bed and move on. I like Ray's channel, to be fair. He talks about some interesting stuff as well. And if you're watching, Ray, good luck to you, mate. I had a Bailey's thick shake. It was amazing. Wow, that sounds really nice, to be fair. Yeah, as I say, I do love a Bailey's. Nothing wrong with that. Baileys are nice. Hi, Danny. Love seeing you and your family. I am 64. Love boxing. I'm a woman who would not be able to, to mobile. So you have, and you're sorry, that's probably my eyes are clearing up. I've definitely got to start wearing my glasses on here. I am not able to travel. I'm stuck in my house alone, but your family joy. Yeah, look, Sandra, we keep getting messages from people saying that they enjoy watching the lives because they feel they connect with people. And do you know what? If that's the case, isn't it great? Do you know what I mean? Everyone connects, and it's nice. People in the chat can say hello to Sandra. Give her a little hello. She's on her own in her house. Just say a little hello to Sandra for me in the chat. I'm sure she'll read them. Pernod and lemonade. I haven't seen Pernod for a long while. I haven't seen Pernod for a long, long while. I love Copperberg cider. Yeah, that's a nice one. Bang Bang Ray Hill is good. Yeah, Jack, as I say, he's I think he was just trying to make a few quid out of Paul's name, which is, it's cool. It is what it is. Minus that he was running down Paul Thorpe. Yeah, he was a little bit, but as I say, he's made 3 or 4 public apologies now, and for him to apologise was quite nice. There's a few people there, Sandra, saying hello to you, so you're not on your own, mate. Good to see you. I'm glad you tuned in. There's loads of people saying hello to Sandra, actually. There you go. I hope that makes you feel a bit better tonight, mate. Yeah, so we're here for another few days. We've just been karting. We've been into the pool today, which was nice. Went out for a bit of lunch earlier. And, yeah, been down the seafront. Peter there. Hi, Danny. Hope you and the family are well. All good, my friend. No one's alone on here. There you go, Sandra. Paul has said no one's alone on here. There you go. One big happy family. There you go. I hope that makes you feel a little bit better if you're feeling a bit, down. Nice one. Paul here in England. And I tell you what, I wish it was have not stopped sweating. It's been 37. Hello, Alan. Sophie's doing very well. Getting herself back to herself, which is nice. Yeah. Craig said him and his daughter have got to go to court. They had a big problem with a DP driver that reversed over him and his daughter, and it's been going on for some time now, so I understand. I hope that goes well for you, mate. Pernod and orange with blackcurrant. Well, that's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Danny, are Lamborghinis prone to blow? Well, I know what you're getting at with that. I haven't really read an awful lot about it. I know that the footballer, and I don't know his name because I don't follow football at all, but I know that he was 28, played for Liverpool, I think, and he was in a Lamborghini. I think it was in Portugal. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But as I understand it, they're saying that he had a tyre blowout. But to be fair, you must be going pretty damn quick to have a tyre blowout and that kill. I think it's not just one person. I think he's killed 2 people. But absolutely horrific. I mean, he's just got married recently, probably got everything to live for, and probably earning loads of money, fame, youth, 100 mile an hour. Yeah, that's what they say, Steve. But I mean, 100 mile an hour is too much, but that's still. I've had a couple of 3 Lamborghinis, and I've never ever heard of that. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't drive. Yeah, him and his 26-year-old brother were both killed. I mean, he's got children as well, 3 kids. Absolutely, and just devastating. Absolutely devastating. Yeah, I understand that. If you lived in Germany, 100 mile an hour is nothing 'cause you've got the autobahn and stuff. But I don't know whether it was on the autobahn. Maybe someone can fill me in on that. If it was, oh yeah, it wouldn't be on the autobahn. Archie's just told me it's in Portugal, so it's obviously not in the autobahn, is it? So anyway, that's enough of that depressing subject because that is absolutely horrific, and his family. I can't even begin to imagine. Can't begin to imagine. Hi Archie, you have an awesome dad. You do. You have an awesome. He's sitting there shaking his head. You don't have to be married. You don't have been. Oh, I think he'd only been married a couple of weeks. Yeah, absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. Danny, what happened to the other night with Paul and you for the 3 minutes? Yeah, sorry guys, as I say, Paul, we did try and make another video, but it's the internet or the 5G or 4G or whatever it was just wasn't having it, mate, at all. At all. So yeah, there you go. This is why, like you and family, must live the best life. It's very true. I was in Spain on the A92. The footballers crash. Oh, I don't think it was in Spain, was it? I think it was Portugal, guys. Hi, Sandra. I get where you are. Yeah. There's a lot of messages going out to Sandra there. Poor mother who lost 2 sons. Absolutely. Absolutely. He was Portuguese and the crash... Oh, he was Portuguese and the crash was in Spain. I didn't know that. Sharon has said, hi, Archie. Hello? He's waving. Archie won't appreciate till he's older. There you go. Yeah, he won't appreciate me. Not until he's older. 10 miles inside... Oh, right, okay, so he just come over, by looks of things, from Portugal to Spain, 10 miles inside Spain. That's when it happened. I would like to see you and Paul doing go-karting. Well, that was the plan. So we did go-karting tonight, and Paul had his GoPro on, and as he got in the cart, the GoPro went like that, so all it was filming was his groin, and I'm sure no one wants to see that. Well, I don't anyway. Got another super chat there. Thank you very much, Sheila. Appreciate that. Let me just look on here. I can pull that one up. Oh, hold on. Can I display that? Is it letting me display that? Report? No, sorry. It will only let me block you. Sheila Miller, get you and Archie a drink. Thank you very much, Sheila. Appreciate that. That's very nice of you. We will go out for a drink when I finish this live because it's very, very early still here in Spain at 11:15. God, I'm too old for this. I really am. See, it's all right. Paul comes out at this time of night. I don't know how he does it, but he's fallen asleep during the day. We went you've probably all seen the kayaking video. Where we went down the water rafts and we done the archery and all that sort of stuff. We had an hour's trip in a van to the area, and then an hour's trip in a van on the way back. It was as bumpy as hell. It felt like I was off-roading, like proper off-roading in the mountains. And Paul was fast asleep. He would sleep on a nuclear missile, that bloke. Honestly. He was on his way to the ferry at Santander. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. As I say, apologies for not really knowing an awful lot about it. I heard there was a terrible accident where 2 people died. One was a footballer and it was in a Lamborghini, etc. But I don't really know the full story with it. Danny, what is the watch you've got on tonight? I've covered that a couple of times, guys, but it is a Tudor GMT, which is a fantastic watch. I've had it 6 years now. Lovely little watch. And again, I don't really wear it. What I have to do, I've got a bank vault where I keep all my watches. And it was nice and easy because I passed that coming up to Benidorm. So I just pulled in there, swapped over a couple of watches, and I just put this on for the trip. And then when I go back, I'm going to put this one away and wear something else. I just have to rotate them a little bit. Archie is a spit of you, Dan. No, he ain't as good looking as me. He's going to say he is. Dan, what is the watch? We've done that one, haven't we? Super Mario Kart. Danny, is Mario Paul is Luigi? We're possibly going to go up there again tomorrow to try and do a bit more filming because his camera was ridiculously low. We didn't see any of the go-kart. All you could see is him pushing the pedals and stuff, so you didn't see any of it. Gotta go charge my phone, guys. Have a good night. Thank you, mate. Have a good night out, Danny and Archie. Danny, the British newspaper just tell lies. Yeah, well, that's mainstream media for you, mate. Why didn't you push him in, Danny? Danny, your watch is more identical to the one you wore the other night. No, I only put this on. I can't remember what I was wearing the other night, to be fair. I only put this on the way here, so I haven't had it prior to that. I can't remember what I was wearing. Happy birthday, Archie. Good evening, Danny and all. Thank you very much. Oh, don't ask Danny about the watch again. Yeah, I know. It's been about 4 or 5 times now, isn't it? Hello, Danny. Hope you're well. Saw your video earlier. It was brilliant. Well done, Archie. Oh, yeah, the go-karting one. It was really good. Oh, I think I was... Archie tells me I was wearing the Sea Dweller, which I was, the Deep Sea. That was a Rolex, actually. But that's back in the safety deposit bank now, so... Danny, what is the time on your watch? 20 past 11 here. We're an hour in front of the UK. Danny, it's time. Evening, Danny. Evening, did you see the AJ fight? It was put on YouTube a few days ago, not sure. I don't think he's fought recently. He's having a fight, apparently. Let's talk about him fighting Jake Paul. I mean, what a joke. What a joke on both their parts, to be fair, if that ever comes up. Was that why Paul was dressed in orange in the rapids in case you lost him? Exactly. If I had to dive down, it would have been easier to find a street cone than if he was wearing something dark, you know. Have you seen a photo of Paul Thorpe from the 80s? Yeah, I have seen quite a few photos of Paul in the 80s. He was like, what's his name off of Wham? What was his name? George Michael. Have you heard the American boxer Sanchez has been kinked? I hope that don't mean killed. I haven't heard that, no. I'm going to be honest with you. Since I've come away from the political stuff, I've not really been watching the news much, which is making me feel a lot happier. There you have it. Oh, let's grab us a beer while we're there. Might as well. Evening, Danny from Sheffield. Looking well, mate. Thank you very much. I'm squinting a lot because my eyes are absolutely knackered. They really are. That was blamed on boxing as well. And my arm. Mexican boxer kicked out of the States. I don't know about that. I'm going to be honest with you. How do you find the tax in Spain? I'm going to be honest with you. I pay my taxes still in the UK. Well, most of my taxes. My properties that I've got in the UK, the tax is paid in the UK. I then have to show my tax return to my Spanish accountants, and then they work out any difference. But there is a huge concession if you have long-term rentals in the UK, and all of my properties are long-term rentals. I don't do like weeklies or monthly or whatever. I mean, some of my people, the tenants that I've got, have been in there for 25 years. So they basically look at my accounts here, and it doesn't work out an awful lot of difference. But obviously I have to pay my taxes for the restaurants in Spain. It's a bit confusing, to be fair. But I've got 2 accountants, so I have 2 expenses. I have to have an accountant in Spain. They do all the taxes via the UK, and I have to have them for the wages. Obviously, we've got staff that work in the restaurants. And yeah, so we have to have 2 accountants, unfortunately. So it's 2 lots of costs, but then 2 lots of expenses against your income as well. I've had to now register YouTube because this has become, as you probably guessed now, I'm earning a little bit of money out of it. I mean, to be fair, it's not a lot of money, but it's income, so I have to declare it. So I've had to register that with my UK accountants. So that's going to be more tax next year. Thanks very much. There you go. Let me have a little look. Paul had a dodgy mullets hairstyle. That's because he didn't have no gel in it, and he needs his haircut, I think. Next time I watch Mr. Thorpe, I will think of "Wake Me Up Before You Go." Yeah, tell him that. Actually, we've got what we got at the moment: 175 people. If you don't mind, when you next see his lives or whatever, could you all just say he looked like George Michael many, many years ago, and just throw some George Michael questions in there? Because he's done this to me, hasn't he? So don't forget, next time you see his channel, make sure you do that. How Guy TR doing? I understand he was abroad. I'm not going to say where. I do know where he was, but he was abroad. He wasn't anywhere near us. But he was in sunny climes, mind you, the UK sunny climes as well. And he had to go back for his court hearing. And I understand he's taken a little bit of time off, as I understand it. But I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. Danny, everything you live stream, you always get a like when you're on. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Danny, what do you think of the Santos de Cartier watches? Yeah, I like them, to be fair. I like Cartier. I had a Cartier Roadster XL Chrono, and that is a lovely watch. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a very, very nice watch. I haven't got it anymore. I sold it because I just wasn't really wearing it much. Dan, in fact, I sold that to buy the Deep Sea that I've been wearing recently. Dan, where you and Archie off to in the small hours? Are you off to throw shapes on the dance floor? The only shapes I'll be throwing is like back shapes because my blooming back's killing me from that go-karting. Absolutely. We're going to be doing Feed the Pigeons. No. Moving on. Dan, where... Oh, we just read that one, didn't we? Do you have to declare what you earn in Spain from YouTube? Really, I understand. Yeah, I've got to speak to both accountants. Someone somewhere is. I've got to pay the tax on it. I think it's in the UK. It's been registered, so I think it's registered in the UK, so it will be paying tax in the UK, and then the balance, if there is any, will be paid in Spain. Very complicated. Very complicated. It'd be easier if I didn't have any businesses in the UK, because obviously living in Spain now, it would just be easier if I just had the restaurants, I think. But yeah, here we go. Good evening, Danny. Just in from work and tuned in. Thanks, Angelina. Danny, have you ever been to a music festival in Glastonbury? I've been to the V Festival, which I don't think counts. I've been to a lot of concerts, but to be fair, what I saw in Glastonbury the other day absolutely sickened me. I would never go there ever. Well, as I say, he's had his comeuppance, and he shows you that the mouth didn't work, doesn't it? Anyway, let's move along. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Bye. Thanks, Jack. Very nice to see you. Danny, what happened last night with the live feed in Benidorm? Frozen internet, unfortunately. It was on his channel, not mine, but we had problems with the live, so it had to be just cut off. Apologies, guys, if anyone had tuned into that one. Beautiful family, both handsome chaps. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Oh, very nice. Thank you very much. Glastonbury. Yeah, it's very true. Love watching the go-karting with the lads. Thank you very much. The only one that we actually put, I don't know whether Paul done a live, but the only one I actually put on mine was when Archie was out testing before we went on the little race that we had, which he did win, which was pretty obvious, to be fair. Although Paul's son-in-law, Aaron, was very quick as well. So he was, him and Archie were having a bit of a giggle on there, I think. I'm just in who won, mate. Well, so when we went in at the end, the timer had stopped. As we got into the carts, the manager of the go-kart track come down and said the timer's not working. So we don't really know who won. To be fair, it would have been Archie that won. Possibly Aaron or myself come second, and Paul sadly was... Well, we'd all parked up before he even got on the track. He couldn't work out how to start the go-kart. Good tonight, mate. Gotta go. Thanks, Glenn. I know it's a really late one. It was a bit of a random one, to be fair. Hello, Danny. Enjoyed the karting. Blah, blah, blah. Right. So we have been on for 40 minutes, guys. I'm going to cut it off a little bit shorter than normal tonight because normally I do sort of 70 minutes, but I'm going to get changed and go out for a beer with Arch. I haven't even opened this beer. He just brought me one of them over, so... But I'm not going to open it. They're the ones. They're actually really popular in Spain. They're the ones. But yeah, I'm going to go out with Archie now for a birthday drink with him. And I'll be doing a live in the next couple of days because I'm going to do this before I leave so that I might have a cigar with you guys. Like I say, I haven't had a cigar for bloody ages and I'm quite looking forward to it, to be fair. So I wish you all a really, really great weekend. Don't get drunk, Archie. More. Sorry. They always say leave the audience wanting more. So I'm leaving before. We want an encore. Yeah. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, have a very, very nice weekend. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow for the video that's being released at 9 o'clock in the morning UK time. And it's about our little trip recently to Malaga. Hope you all have a great weekend. And I will see you all very, very soon. Stay safe, everyone. Night all.